Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to next Industry 5.0 keynote. This time we will speak about position of a food industry in the age of Industry 5.0. My name is Rada. I am human and I am the founder of Industry 5.0. And before we continue, let's talk a little bit about the background. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, and it's based on the principles of industrial upcycling. It is the first existing systematic waste prevention methodology applicable for industries, and both prevented together over 1 million metric tons of products and material because of systematic utilization of the on-the-ground mines. As I said, Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, by human, and it recognized 4 types of waste: physical, social, urban, and process waste. If you know what is Industry 5.0, what is food industry? According to Wikipedia, the food industry is a complex global collective of diverse businesses that supply most of the food consumed by the world population. It is interesting that it contains processing, conversion, preparation, preservation, and packaging. And some industries are dependent entirely on local agriculture and fishing, but there is something strange. It looks like that growing the food does not count to food industry. And at the same time, the post-processing of the production surplus does not count to food industry as well. So what is the relationship between food industry and waste? It's a very close one. 2% of food waste globally came from the rest of on our plates. But have you know that 75% of global crop never reach a second stage of production? Have you know that 23.6 million tons of food is being thrown away by agriculture every single day? Have you know that 21% of global greenhouse emission came from agriculture? Did you know that 1.3 billion metric tons of edible food is wasted yearly? 250 square kilometers of water is being wasted due to inefficient delivery of water in agriculture. And the estimated value of food waste globally is $750 billion a year. What is the reality? The reality is that we are living on this planet. It's called the Earth. And once we call them blue marble, but unfortunately last year it was more gray than blue. We are living on a planet around which we created landfill already, with 170 million pieces of space debris, pieces smaller than 10 centimeters, but that's not all. There are another 650,000 of 10 to 30 centimeters and 80,000 above 30 centimeters. This is what we do to our orbit, and this is what we do to our planet. We dig for more because more is the only criteria of success. Does not matter what we are speaking about. Only more is important. But we are living together with 7.7 billion people on our planet. But have you know that 200 years ago it was just 1 billion? And 100 years later it was just 1.5 billion, and despite 2 world wars, 1 global pandemic of Spanish flu, and more than 650 war conflicts, we have 5 times as much people living on the planet as there was before, and in 2050 it should be 11 billion people, and on this planet we are growing our food to throw it away. We are producing products to do exactly the same, delivering more than 60% on empty rail wagons, containers, trucks all around the globe. We are throwing away items just after one and single use. We are wasting 347 million liters of drinking water every single day just to produce oil, just in California. We are running fire trucks which contain same amount of water that is needed to produce one hamburger on the planet where even this picture is a reality. This is what we do. This is the reality. Because we have started to build our future on the top of a pyramid, so-called waste pyramid. But we cannot build the future on the top of pyramids. Many tries before, but it's not stable. And despite that, we believe. But I recognized the danger 7 years ago, and I decided to make another groundstone, another shape, and name it 6R. Firstly, we have to recognize that something must not become waste. After that, we have to reconsider what to do with that, and finally realizes that maybe we will change the world with our idea and with our hands. How does it work? When I enter a company, I see this Industry 4.0 image, but it can change to 5.0. I see people are throwing away pieces which they don't need. But if you reconsider what to do with it, you can make big difference. You can use items just a single way, or you can spend the time and work and make it reusable and make from something different, like tables for schools and for kindergartens. It's everyone's decision which way he or she would like to go. We have to understand that this is not waste, it's food. But frequently food turns to waste because the green leaves are not green enough. But if we stop it, we don't need to eat the leaves. We can make out of it something different. We can directly consume, we can fresh cook, we can cut and freeze, we can lyophilize, we can pulverize, we can do a lot. And if we do so, we have no cost but profit. How will it look like the food industry in the age of Industry 5.0? Food chain complexity definition will change. It will be one chain, one world, instead of 3 separate industries. It will be implemented the advanced planning system to know what will come. It will harmonize the global consumption and production, and global shared supply chains will be set up. So as the cross-industry communication, which is completely missing, on the ground mines bank and a trading platform will take place. And waste prevention will be every time the first one on the go. We have to change from wasteful to wasteless, and the education system must change. Build humans, not components. The main tool is creativity, openness, communication. We shouldn't waste our time by asking 6 times why. or 5 times why when we can ask just once the right question? We have to recognize that be different is good and that everyone can change the world with the work of his or her hands. And we have to be proud on one and only title, human. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, by human, and it changes the mindset of people on businesses from wasteful to wasteless, delivering results without need of capital investment, and it's based on the principles of systematic waste prevention, industrial upcycling. It utilizing existing on-the-ground mines, and it respect transparency, profit sharing, and efficiency. And please understand, Industry 5.0 is not and will never be a sales tool or a product. We are living in the age of digitalization of our work. We are living in the year of digitalization of our education. And we are living in the time of digitalization of our leisure. So it looks like that the only thing which is missing to be perfect is to digitalize the man. But if we do so, our world will look like a black hole because data don't need light. And I cannot answer you the question if a man in a digital form can be called human. But I recognized this danger 7 years ago and I started to build a different world, wasteless world. And it is possible. More than 1 million metric tons of products and material did not become waste thanks to Industry 5.0 and industrial upcycling. We can choose our way. And if you would like to go the same way as I do, and you need a support, please contact me. My name is Rada, and I am human. Thank you for your time. And I wish you have a nice day free of waste and wasting in all its forms. And stay safe.